We're Group D3, Cynthia Chen, Vincent Marcaccio, Santi Milan, Lisa Midas, and Joe Portsmouth. And today we're going to be talking about whether or not Rockwell Assets Management should invest in Crocs. The first valuation method that we used was based on multiples. We chose the current comparable companies based on those that are new, young, and experiencing growth similar to Crocs. Using the four companies Deckers, Lululemon, Zumiez, and Quicksilver, we found the industry averages to be 44.64 price to earnings, 23.9 EV to EBITDA, and 4.78 EV to sales. We then looked 5 years ahead at what companies Crocs could be compared to, and we chose Nike, Timberland, Under Armour, and Volcom. And we chose these companies because they are top established and mature companies in the industry. So again, using these companies, we calculated the price to earning, EV to EBITDA, and EV to sales averages for the established companies looking 5 years ahead. Given the different structures of companies in this industry, we use these three different multiples to generate a price range for the company's stock. This gave us a range between $46.68 and $88.22 per share for the younger companies, and a range of $56.23 to $100.19 for the established companies. And as you can see, those results are pretty inconsistent, and due to such results, we turn to discounted cash flows. So in order to make our discounted cash flows model, we needed to make some assumptions. And given Crocs' aggressive international expansion and their acquisition strategy, we decided on a growth rate of 70% for 2008. And then for the long run growth rate, we decided on 8%. Crocs has been expanding internationally with a focus on warm weather countries. And these countries include Brazil, China, and India. The weather in these countries is very conducive to their product, and they are large and growing economies, so they present a great potential for Crocs. In addition to the international expansion, Crocs has employed a vertical integration strategy by acquiring both suppliers and distributors. These new acquisitions are intended to enhance growth and cut costs by incorporating these companies into Crocs' value chain. Under these best estimate assumptions for Crocs, we calculated a share price of $79.85. This represents a sizable difference between what it is currently being sold at. And given this sizable difference, we decided to dig deeper into Stacy's assumptions for profit margins. We believe that her assumptions for Crocs' future were far too optimistic, so we created our own assumptions. And we took into account the growing sales in their lower margin models, as well as their lack of leverage with established retailers. And we believe that one reason for the vertical integration of acquiring distributors is due in large part to combat that. When analyzing the industry, we see that industry averages for COGS to sales and SG&A to sales are both higher than Crocs ratios. And you can see there is a significant discrepancy in the COGS to sales. So we created a new valuation for the company. When we value Crocs using these industry averages, we estimate that Crocs stock price should be valued at $34.77. And that's compared to the current value that it's being sold at, $47.74. Under our model, we consider that the current stock price is definitely overvalued. With this information, combined with the decelerated growth rate in the economy and the uncertainty of new product performance for Crocs, we recommend that Rockwood Assets Management should not invest in Crocs at this time. And on a side note, if God were to come down and whisper into Stacy's ear, she probably would warn her about what's going to happen in the fall of 2008.